6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has assured the Balochistan government of all possible support for the development of the province. The Planning Minister has urged the Pakistani business community in Saudi Arabia to play their active role in expanding bilateral relations. The Minister for National Food Security has expressed confidence that the country's economy will further grow in the coming days. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the international community to impress upon India to withdraw all unconstitutional measures taken on August 5, 2019. The Israeli forces have expanded ground assault in Gaza Strip to add major territory to their buffer zones. The Chinese People's Liberation Army has successfully completed all the designated tasks of the joint exercises and integrated capabilities. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif says the federal government will provide all possible support for the development in Balochistan. Talking to the Balochistan Chief Minister Sarfaraz Bukti, who called on him in Lahore today, he reiterated that the development of Balochistan is one of the government's top priorities and all necessary measures will be taken in this regard. During the meeting, the current economic, social and law and order situation in Balochistan came under discussion. The Balochistan Chief Minister briefed the Prime Minister on the progress of the current development projects in the province. He also extended Eid ul-Fitr greetings to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has expressed satisfaction over the law and order situation in the country on the occasion of Eid ul-Fitr. He was talking to the Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi, who called on him in Lahore today. The Interior Minister briefed the Prime Minister on the security measures and progress on repatriation of Afghan nationals. Mohsin Naqvi also extended Eid ul-Fitr greetings to the Prime Minister. The Minister for Planning and Development, Ahsan Iqbal, has urged the Pakistani business community in Saudi Arabia to actively contribute to expanding trade relations between the two countries. Addressing a reception hosted by the Pakistan business community in Jeddah, he said overseas Pakistanis are the country's precious asset. He emphasized the need to promote Pakistani brands globally with hard work, intelligence, integrity and high standards. The Minister for Planning said Udan Pakistan initiative is a program aimed at providing sustainable and long-lasting foundations for the country's development. He said the program will connect the country's economy to modern technology. Ahsan Iqbal said the government has initiated projects for the development of minerals in Balochistan, expressing the confidence that this would make the province the most prosperous in the country. The Minister for National Food Security, Rana Tanveer Hussain, has expressed the confidence that Pakistan's economy will further strengthen in the coming days. Talking to media persons in Sheikhupura today, he said the government's prudent policies and decisions have yielded positive results on the economic front. The minister emphasized the need for political stability in the country, for continuity of policies and economic growth. He highlighted that economic development is linked to political stability in the country. He said international organizations, including the International Monetary Fund, have acknowledged improvements in the economic indicators. In reply to a question, he said if the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is willing, the National Security meeting can be convened again. President Asif Ali Zardari has contracted COVID-19 and has been advised to observe quarantine. His personal physician, Dr. Asim Hussain, confirmed the diagnosis after conducting various tests. He said a team of experts is attending to the president and his condition is improving. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has extended his best wishes for the recovery of President Asif Ali Zardari. In a statement today, he expressed concern over the president's health and prayed for his swift recovery. Shahbaz Sharif urged the nation to pray for the President Asif Ali Zardari's speedy recovery. He directed to provide best medical facilities to the President. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The government is initiating strict legal action against illegal foreigners and Afghan citizen card holders who are staying in the country after the expiry of the deadline for voluntary repatriation. So far, around 886,000 individuals have departed from the country. The government had given a deadline to illegal foreigners and Afghan citizen card holders to leave the country by the 31st of March. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has said the Indian policy based on intransigence, rigidity and violence is the main hurdle in peaceful settlement of the long-pending Kashmir dispute. According to Kashmir Media Service, the APHC spokesman, Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas, in a statement in Srinagar, said India cannot change the disputed nature of Jammu and Kashmir through propaganda and repression. He said the Kashmiri struggle for securing their inalienable right to self-determination will continue till the implementation of the United Nations resolutions. The statement demanded unconditional release of all the illegally detained Hurriyat leaders and activists languishing in different jails of India and the occupied territory. The spokesman said Kashmir is a disputed territory and all those detained for struggling for freedom of their motherland are political prisoners and cannot be held for whole life or treated like criminals. He said the political prisoners are periodically released in all the disputed regions of the world, but the Indian authorities did not pay any heed to the international principles. The statement urged the international community to impress upon India to withdraw its unconstitutional decisions of August 5, 2019 and resolve the Kashmir dispute as per the relevant United Nations resolutions. The Indian government today presented a bill in the parliament that plans sweeping changes in the management of vast tracts of land set aside solely for Muslim use in the country. The land and properties fall under the Waqf category and are endowed by a Muslim for religious, educational or charitable purposes. Such land cannot be transferred or sold. The Waqf Amendment Bill, tabled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, proposes inclusion of non-Muslim members in the Central Waqf Council. The opposition lawmakers and Islamic groups see the bill as a plan to secure assets owned by Muslims and to weaken their property rights under the Indian Constitution. Israeli forces in their relentless strikes have martyred 50 more Palestinians in the besieged Gaza. Over 1,000 Palestinians have been martyred since Israel broke the truce last month. The Israeli forces have expanded ground assault in the Gaza enclave to add more territory to the buffer zones. All bakeries in Gaza, including 25 run by the World Food Programme, have been shut down as Israel's blockade on the Strip continues for a 31st day. Meanwhile, the European Green Party has called for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to be arrested and face a trial at The Hague as he arrives in Hungary. The United States has announced to send a second aircraft carrier to the Middle East. Meanwhile, 4 people have been killed in American attacks on Yemen's Hudaydah region. The Chinese People's Liberation Army Eastern Theater Command has successfully completed all the designated tasks of the joint exercises. A spokesperson for the Theater Command said the drills tested the troops' integrated joint operation capabilities. He said the troops of the Theater Command remain on high alert at all times and will continue to strengthen combat readiness with intensive training to resolutely thwart all separatist activities seeking Taiwan's independence. In Myanmar, more than 2,800 people have been confirmed dead in the earthquake that struck the country last Friday. Cricket. The third and last one-day international match between Pakistan and New Zealand will be played at Mount Maunganui on Saturday. New Zealand has already won the series 2-0, beating Pakistan by 84 runs in the second one-day international at Hamilton today. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot conditions are likely in the plain areas during the next 12 hours. However, isolated rain with wind and thunderstorm is likely in northern Balochistan and western districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.